Today is an historic day for the House of Representatives of the United States Congress. The Capitol will not only be just a shining example of our democracy, but a symbol of our commitment to the future.
It has long been my belief that those of us who serve in the Congress have an obligation to lead by example. Therefore, if we expect the citizens of the nation to make significant changes in their lives, both at home and at work, those of us who serve in the People's House must do the same.
We want to make this 19th century building a 21st century example when it comes to greening the Capitol and energy efficiency.
Shouldn't we be the model for things green? The answer is yes.
My name is Dan Beard, and I'm the Chief Administrative Officer for the House of Representatives. The easiest analogy is Chief Operating Officer for any kind of major corporation or institution. If it doesn't deal with the security and the police or the House floor, I'm in charge of it. When I interviewed with the Speaker, one of the first things she said to me is, I would like to have a Green the Capitol initiative.
Global warming is one of the greatest challenges of our time. And we believe the House must lead by example. It's time for Congress to act on its own carbon footprint.
What does it mean to green the Capitol? It means that we're going to offset the impact that we're having on the environment. In the operation of any institution like the House of Representatives, you emit greenhouse gases. So what we've done is calculate what the greenhouse gases from the operation of the House of Representatives, which is 91,000 tons of greenhouse gases, from the electricity that we use, the heating and cooling required to run our air conditioning systems, from the paper that we use, the food service operations that we have. All those activities generate approximately 91,000 tons of greenhouse gas emissions. The first place we started was we decided that we were not going to buy any electricity unless it came from renewable sources, wind, solar, or some other source. What that did is decrease our carbon footprint by 57,000 tons of greenhouse gases. The second thing we decided to do, that our heating and cooling comes from the Capitol Power Plant, and coal was being used to fire that plant. And we have instructed the architect of the Capitol to make sure that the House of Representatives' needs from that plant will be generated with natural gas, which will again significantly reduce our carbon footprint by another 30,000 tons of greenhouse gases. We have left ourselves with about 24,000 tons of greenhouse gases for this year that we can't offset. So we've gone to the Chicago Climate Exchange to invest in projects which will offset those 24,000 tons of greenhouse gas emissions. If we can offset the greenhouse gas emissions that come from the operation of a facility like this, it's an important symbol for the rest of the nation. If we can do it, they can do it.
We meet the goal by all the little things we do. I am Grant Sherling, and I'm the Executive Director of the Green the Capitol office. And I'm here to green the Capitol. Right now, we're recycling 2,000 tons a year of paper, bottles, you name it. Our goal is to double that and go to 4,000 tons a year. Or more importantly, the other opportunity is get people to read stuff online. Here's a perfect example. Roll call. Everybody's reading roll call. That comes in an online format. This is where the members get all of their stationery and all their office supplies. We're quickly converting all of our products over to recycled paper, recycled toner cartridges. Pretty well we're looking at every product that's in here so that we can help members make a green office. It's a huge eatery. We're doing 2.5 million transactions a year. We do all the catering for all the events, and we have 10 eateries. We're doing 250 tons a month of waste, and we can significantly reduce that. All the soups, salads, all sorts of things are being served in styrofoam and plastic, and that generates a huge amount of waste. We're looking at doing away with styrofoam and plastic. Everything we're looking at is going to be compostable. Compostable means that when this product is thrown away, When it goes to a landfill, or in our case, it goes to a composting facility, it breaks down. So it goes back naturally into the environment, whereas other products, that's staying around for hundreds and hundreds of years. We have about 50 vending machines. We're doing about $1 million a year. These machines are on 24/7. The lights don't need to be on the weekends when there's nobody snacking. The refrigerators on them can be shut down or put in energy saving mode. The problem with the escalators is they're left on when nobody's using them. There's a huge number of escalators in these buildings carrying people from different floors. We want to come and put them on motion detectors. We're down in the basement of the Longworth building. Like a lot of these buildings, they're historic, but they're very old. It takes 3 units of energy in the capital power plant to produce 1 unit of energy in the building here. So you can see the amount of loss that's going on. It's huge. Throughout the year, you're getting heat and chilled water into these buildings. When it's the winter time, don't send super cold chilled water. Conversely, in the summertime, don't send heat up to these buildings. Why are we heating this hearing room while there's nobody in here? Or why are we cooling it while there's nobody in here? We need to be smarter about how we run our buildings. In the first step, at least we've tackled the lighting. When nobody's in here, lights are off. Somebody comes in, it's got a motion detector, lights come on. So we're doing better. On that chandelier, we took the opportunity, replace the bulbs now with CFLs, start saving energy today. What we want to do long term is take all the bulbs and convert them to LED bulbs and save twice as much again. Each office is its own business unit for all intents and purposes. What you got is all these small businesses running in all these buildings, and yeah, it multiplies into a huge carbon footprint. Servers are little energy monsters. They're always on. Every office has one. We're saying, let's take them out of the office and move them to a consolidated location, save energy by collapsing them and making them more energy efficient. We're on the Longworth cafeteria roof. We're gonna green this roof. We're going to put plants out here. We're gonna make it look beautiful, and we're gonna save energy for the building. We're in the house gift shop, modeling the recycled plastic t-shirt, the apron, and the poncho. We're selling shirts and aprons. Looks like cotton, feels like cotton, but it's made out of recycled plastic, and people are buying it. We're going to relight the dome. That means changing all the light bulbs on the interior and exterior of the dome. We're going to save energy and send a signal to the entire world that Capitol is serious about greening.
The most difficult problem you run into in an exercise like this is human behavior. People inevitably say, well, we've always done it this way. Why can't we continue to do it? You immediately get pushback from people. They say, well, we've never done that before. Yeah, you're right, you never have, but you need to change.
What kind of support, what kind of reaction are you getting from people that are going to have to swallow the new procedures?
The younger employees say about time, and the older employees say, you want a what? When you can make an economic argument that this investment will save money, it's pretty hard to argue against it. Hello, how are you? Good to see you, thank you, Reed. Nice to be here. And we reached out to the Lawrence Berkeley Lab because of their history of doing a lot of very innovative and interesting work with energy efficiency and with building management. It's got an amazing amount of pickup. I mean, it's a really zippy automobile. As you can feel in this building this morning, we seem to have only one temperature that we turn it down to, which is approximately 49 degrees. We have a lot of advantages and a lot of choices before us. The question is getting the will to get people to make the decisions. My goal will be when they come up here and they see the white light on the, the white marble and the white dome, they will be thinking green. That people will say, if you go to Washington, D.C., you have to go up to the House of Representatives and see what they've done to make their institution a green institution. And to me, that would be success.